Right, bit of a mixed bag for today. Um, I I I had a great morning. I trained. I was jolly. People were nice around about me. The world was easy to be in. Um, I got what was it? I got my physiotherapy organised. That has been going on for months. I've not got around to doing it. And that involved 4 different switchboards and telling my story over and over again. It was something that I knew just should have been easy. And then so I had to do all of the administration for them to get the referral back in place, basically. But I handled it and I didn't lose my shit, which I normally would be getting really fucking impatient, particularly with one of them who was thorough, but I don't think she was listening. I don't explain things that well, but I don't think she was listening. I think she was thinking it was something else all the time, and then I was having to correct her thought pathways and say, no, no, it's not that. You know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean. Um, but I didn't lose my shit. I organised my mental health groups. I'm getting I ordered a little keypad so I can have it for my tablet. I'm going to keep it by the bed and use the calendar function on it. I'm going to do my study on it as well because it's a bigger screen. Because my eyesight is shit, so I'm going to take advantage of having a bigger fucking format. I'm going to get a big whiteboard, a wipity off one, with just the days of the week. I'm going to work a week at a time, and yeah, it's another little thing that I can just try and keep on top of. I've tried millions of things like this before, and they're difficult to keep on top of. But it's like you just got to keep trying and hope. You know, it's one of those differences when normally when people get like this, you just shout at them, don't you? When someone's a bit of a child and they learn. The problem is, it's just I was stuck in a loop of not doing the learning because I had a learning difficulty, and I still do things a bit like a child, so then I automatically get spoken to like a child, but then I kick off. anyway, anyway, I've done very fucking well indeed. Thank you very fucking much. um, I've done 3 loads of laundry. That was all I did all day the other day, and I was pleased with that. And this was way better. This is way better. And then what was it? I did quite a bit of organising bits and pieces in here as well. I did just quite a little. I'm not bore you with all the details. I crashed like fuck at about 2:30. Literally had to fall asleep. That might have been something to do with what happened next. But I went out the laundry. When I walked out the laundrette, I haven't done my tumble dry. I just went anxiety, fucking wallop, proper smashed right here. The same sort of thing as if you suddenly thought, oh my fucking god, I left a gas ring on, or something like that, and it was 3 hours ago, and you think, fuck me, the room's full of gas, it could blow up, something really like fucking dilemma-ish, and you suddenly go shit, and you get that feeling, but just with nothing happening attached to it, just as you open the door, the same as if the sun hits you on a hot day. The anxiety hit me on a cold night. And like then I got home and I did manage to get most of the laundry away. There's a few little jobs here and there, and I'd keep finding things. It's like my headbands, they're fiddly as fuck. I've got loads of them, and it's like they end up inside out, and folding them takes fucking ages. And it's like, fuck me, there's still 3 of those, and I start to get really fucking impatient. And then I just see little things out of place all the time, and get really fucking rah, and I just started to fucking overload. So, so I removed myself from the situation, and I came and sat down and talked about it to someone who's listening, me, and whoever's watching. Thank you, everyone who is watching. All of you, I love you. It's fucking lovely to have people fucking even vaguely interested in this shit. You don't know how much it means to me, seriously. But it was the peopliness. It was fucking peopliness. I actually think like, so the schizoid phenomena, the misinterpretation, the similarity to paranoia, but not paranoia. Paranoia's cousin. Plus, in an ADHD patient, ADHD patients are renowned for not being good in noisy environments, even though we make noise. The way I normally explain myself to society is say, stop making fucking noise, that's my job. You be quiet, because then when I be quiet, there's peace and quiet. I'll make the noise. Noise needs making, I'll do that. But it's because there's so many other fucking distractions going on that when there's fucking voices everywhere. Another reason I couldn't work in fucking hospitals, mate. Couldn't fucking work in hospitals. Too fucking noisy for me to sit and write. Ain't gonna fucking happen. It was just overloading me every fucking single day. It just took so much to try and think. And I think it's just because of the schizoid stuff, the noise becomes really like, hang on, I need to try and figure out what the fuck people mean. And I can't because I've got this noise going on. That's where I think the fear is. It's not like I'm not scared of lorries. I used to work with them. Work with a few lorries, I am. I used to load the fucking things. I was a warehouse fucking supervisor for 7 years. Well, 5 years. I used to drop fucking huge lumps of steel on lorries all the time. I'm not scared of lorries. But there was a lorry. There was busy traffic. It was dark. It was raining. There was hustle and bustle. There was people impatient. Just clamour and stuff like that. And it's weird how quite often I can buzz off that. Maybe I buzz off it when I need it for a distraction. But then when I don't need it for a distraction, it does that to me. I don't know. All I know is I wasn't having a single particular fucking thought about anything or anyone. I hadn't been thinking about any particular person, particular situation, particular event. Nothing. I had no trepidation. I had no worries. I had no fears. Nothing. It was just, right, that's my laundry folded up then, or something like that. And out I walked. I was just walking through a door, the same as many millions of people walk through many millions of doors, many millions of times each millions of days. Doors, the documentary. Doors explained fully. No, I was just walking through a door. And then wallop, I just got fucking arse fucked by fucking anxiety. And then I was suddenly fucking back to being Mr. Impatient and fucking can't organise himself and just starts getting ragey. So I think I just need a house with holes in the bottom so I can put my legs through it and then stand up and walk and take my house with me. I can let people in if I like them. And that's the way I'll have to move round. Clean up on aisle 4, there's a semi-detached walking on. It's me, I just did my house. It's my coat, really. That's a good solution, because I can just be indoors everywhere, even when I'm out. Just walk around in my house. House man. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm starting to compile triggers. I'm starting to look at things. So, I don't know, just in... Maybe... I don't... Well, it's a start point, isn't it? It's a start point. If I start thinking, fucking hell, every time I go out, it might have been the darkness. It might have been because of the car lights and the darkness that was doing something to my brain. It might have been the noise. It might have been crossing the road with people getting irate because there's a lorry in the way, and then they're all trying to get past each other because it's rush hour, and then everyone's parked outside the shop and they're trying to get out as well, and like, yeah, just a normal human beings showing every fucking beautiful trait of human nature at its finest, as in, get the fuck out of my way, I've got something to do. Which is just so horrible when you see people queuing and you see human nature fucking coming out. Sometimes it's a bit disgusting. It might be just subconsciously that I hate that. It might be, I don't know. But something kicked me off. Something kicked me off, and it wasn't conscious. And these are the sorts of things I need to start being mindful of and aware of, and see them as positives. Because all in all, I've still got some positives done. If I did my little daily diary with my smiley faces and stuff, today, what has gone well today, organising my physiotherapy. I can, I've got more appointments coming, that sort of stuff. I'm starting to organise some appointments. I'm getting a rolling programme in place. I'm going to start to feed that in with the days that I'm beginning to work. So I'm going to be busy on 4 or 5 days of each week and stuff now. I'm going to be bringing all that in, and then I'm going to still have enough time to train. So I'm gradually, week by week, just expanding what I'm able to do and what I'm doing. But when I look at, in the cold light of day, I haven't really achieved that much today in terms of what I know I can do, in terms of what everyone knows I can do, in terms of then, that's how it's so simple to understand how people might think, why the fuck do you mean you can't do it? I know what you can do. You know what you can do. It's like, you know what I mean? We're talking things at the skill level of tying your shoelaces sometimes. So anyway, it's a nice, I think it's a positive look. It's a step forward, and maybe by stepping back, stepping back metaphorically and looking at my triggers, I can take a step forward. Step forwards to step backwards. There we go. There's the title.